It is Thursday, and you know very well at this point one of our weight loss challengers, Wendy Verploegen, who's taking part in the $10,000 Treasure Valley Weight Loss Challenge. And with her today is Lisa Gonser from the Humphreys Diabetes Center from St. Luke's, of course. You guys have been putting this whole challenge on with all the contestants. And we talked a lot about success, which we love to do because it's encouraging, and we know that you have had successes, Wendy.
Right.
But sometimes real life sets in, doesn't it?
Oh, it does, in a big way.
And when you say in a big way, what are some of the biggest, I don't know, should we say discouragements that you've seen?
You know, I think when you first start your weight loss journey, you're really excited about it. You know what your motivation is, your reason for doing it. And you're seeing weight come off pretty easily because you've completely changed your lifestyle, you've changed your way of eating, you've changed your exercise habits. And so then, now we're 3 months into it, my body's used to it. It's a little bit harder to shed the pounds. I have to work harder, I have to push myself harder, I hurt myself. These things are changing, and so you have to find ways to continue to motivate yourself that aren't necessarily tied to the scale.
Yeah, that are maybe tied to other things. And it's important to remember this, not to get you discouraged, but to remember, you know, you're not alone. If the real life...
I don't want to gloss over how hard it is and how it's challenging. You have setbacks.
Of course.
We don't lose weight every week.
Yeah.
Some of us have gained weight during the week, from week to week. And I just want people to know that that's real too. It's not just success.
As evidence of you not being alone, Lisa, there are other people at Humphreys Diabetes Center who I'm assuming deal with the same thing, right?
Oh yeah, everybody has those challenges and those setbacks, and everybody, you know, like Wendy's saying, they hit those plateaus where when they first start, they're losing weight, it's exciting, and then they hit this plateau and they're like, oh man, I'm not losing anything, and I'm still working really hard.
It gets harder.
It gets harder. Mentally, you know, so helping encourage people to kind of move through those plateaus, to move up, kind of shake things up, change their exercise routines, you know, changing their meal planning a little bit. And I think one of the biggest things is tying success into other measures. Such as we have contestants that have gone off blood pressure medicine they haven't lost any weight, but they've lost inches in their waist and their thighs and their hips. Maybe they started out and they could only be on the treadmill for 10 minutes, and now they can do 30 minutes. I mean, all of those measures, those are big successes, even if the scale isn't reflecting what you want it in your head, but there's so many other measures.
And what other measures do you use, if I may ask, other than just the weight that keep you going?
Well, so the group of us that work out at Axiom with Kathy, we do a 4-week check-in. We do a fitness test. We do a timed mile, push-ups, sit-ups, and then we hold the plank position to test your core strength. And all of us, it's amazing. Between the first month and the second month, I shaved 2 minutes off my mile time. Now I'm down to almost 5 minutes total off my mile time. Started with 12 push-ups, and now I can do 60. Same thing with sit-ups. It's just amazing. Your overall health and fitness changes more maybe than what the scale says.
Yes, so keeping records of those smaller things will keep you going. And you have reached, like we said, we like talking about success, and we'll talk a little bit about one of your particular successes in the next segment as well, coming up in the next hour of Good Morning Idaho. Don't be discouraged, because there are other things that you can look at as well. So we congratulate you on those as well. And on that plank, I'd probably hold it for about 5 seconds. That's all I can do, I think. All right, thanks, ladies. We'll check back in with you. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you're enjoying your Thursday. We're rejoined with our weight loss challenger, Wendy Verploegen, along with Lisa Gonser from the Humphreys Diabetes Center at St. Luke's. And we're catching back up with them. We talked about how not everything is about the successes when you do this. However, you did share some successes in the last hour of our show about making some improvements on your workout times and numbers and things, right? And the one that stuck out to us was your mile time that you take to run it.
Right. I think when I started, I was over 15 minutes, almost 16 minutes, and now I'm down in the 11s.
Nice. And you're running the whole way, you said, right?
Almost.
Almost.
I'm off and on the whole way. The most I've been able to do so far at one section is to get to a half a mile, but running at 5.5 miles an hour, and then taking a break for maybe a minute, trying to rest a little bit and get my heart rate back down so it doesn't feel like it's going to explode out of my chest.
And we congratulate you on that, because like we said in the previous segment, it's not just about the stuff on the scale. If that's all you're focused on, it can get discouraging. It can get hard when things aren't changing. But Lisa, we were just blown away when she said that, because you shave almost 5 minutes off of your time. How big of an accomplishment is that for her?
I mean, The health implications are huge, obviously, and Wendy and I were talking off camera about the pounds she's lost, but just her overall improved health cardiovascularly, to go from a 16-minute mile to an 11-minute mile. That just is an excellent indication. Cardiovascularly, you're so much stronger, and that has so many other health implications. Whether you don't lose another pound, she's increased her health a lot.
Run. It's good for your heart, right? And one of the, speaking of milestones that we're talking about today, at Humphreys, you guys talk often about one that you've already reached, Wendy. When you're looking at weight loss, what's that first marker that people should try to reach for realistically?
We really encourage people, if they're overweight or obese, to shoot for a total body weight loss of 5 to 10%. And Wendy's hit that mark, because the research shows that individuals that lose 5 to 10% of their total body weight reduce their risk for developing type 2 diabetes by 58%.
Wow.
So she's cut her risk for diabetes in more than half. So that's huge. I mean, that's a huge health indicator. Even
if you didn't lose another pound in this challenge, which we certainly hope you do. We know that we know that that's one of your goals, is to continue to lose some more. That's amazing that, like you said, 58% chance, less of a chance that you'll be dealing with that. So that's one thing, of course, you can set in the future, I assume, right? Shoot for 10% again after that, and then another 10% and everything. And so you said, one of the things you said to me before this segment was that there's kind of strength in not doing it alone when you have support from other people, right?
Oh, absolutely. I think for us we have added incentive to come on TV and not be embarrassed to not lose weight or not meet our goals. But I think for me personally, I've done this so many times and not been successful. And I think that's because I tried to do it by myself. And this time, I've really surrounded myself with people like Lori and Lisa and Laurel and the other participants that are their support. We're emailing, we're talking, we're meeting for workouts.
Your challengers, but your team members too.
Absolutely. And you need your family, you need your workmates, your other people to help you get through this.
And they just kind of buoy you up when you do stuff like this.
Absolutely.
And that's something that the Humphreys Diabetes Center can help you with as well. Even if you're not one of the challengers, I'm sure you can still get help from the Humphreys Diabetes Center and talk about your goals, whether it be with weight loss or your concerns about maybe diabetes in your family or whatever. And there's so many milestones that even if you're not losing the pounds, you can still be gaining the health, which is important. So thank you, ladies, again for coming in. Congratulations to your successes, both on and off the scale, because we know that they're big in both directions. All right, thank you.